Hey everybody, good morning. Pete Kama here, Kama Real Estate Group at Keller Williams here live, or as we used to tell you, like Brent Musburger always said, you are looking live here at the Kama Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Special day today. We bring a special guest on today, and we do this in an effort to really educate you, right? So we talked about making 2019 more about education, more about helping you either get your house ready for market, get your home sold, go buy a house. And today we're going to talk a lot about new construction. We've got somebody that's an expert on that. It's been in the business for a lot of years, and just super excited to bring him on board. But first, I got to do a little bit of housekeeping. Excuse me. It is coffee talk after all. So a couple of things. Number one, want to talk real quick about this past weekend and this upcoming weekend. This upcoming weekend is really, really important to me, and I hope it's important to you. This past weekend, we had the honor. Hey, Megan, we can see you.
Oh, okay, I was trying to out.
Oh, you can come on out. So this past weekend, we got a chance to play in a baseball tournament up in Virginia, and it was a really fun tournament for us. And my good friend, Jeff Maynard, who I think, yeah, there he is. Jeff, how are you, buddy? My good friend, Jeff Maynard, who's been a minor league baseball umpire. He does major league spring training, does a lot of umpiring and refereeing around here. Probably has thrown me out of more ball games than most officials. Is a really good guy, and he's the tournament director for Top Gun Sports in Virginia. We had a pretty good weekend. Our team did really well. As beat up as we are, I'm still really proud of the kids. Well, they did so well, and Jeff was able to present us with this incredible plaque. How cool is that? So I was really proud of the boys. This is going to find a new home. I'm actually going to give this one of my assistant coaches this week at practice. But what a really, really cool opportunity. For those of you that don't know, these tournament directors, they do yeoman's work. In other words, they're constantly taking phone calls from whiny coaches like me about trying to get a 3 o'clock game time or a 9 o'clock game time, or can you please not let us play against this team, or please set us up against that team. I mean, they deal with the whininess of us as coaches on a regular basis. And then they got to deal with the parents on the weekends and the complainers and people video. I mean, it's a mess. These guys are great, great guys that volunteer a lot of their time. And I say volunteer. While they get paid, it's not enough of what they put up with. Jeff Maynard's one of the good ones, and we're really lucky and fortunate to have played up there. So if you have a travel ball team, you're looking for a tournament, contact me. I'll put you in touch with Jeff. Second thing, this coming weekend, we're playing in a tournament that's very near and dear to my heart, and we're super excited and thrilled to be taking part in the Kids versus Cancer. Because you know what? Pediatric brain cancer sucks. It's just flat out sucks. Seeing a kid suffer in any way is terrible. Through cancer, it's even worse. And so we're fortunate to be associated with a couple of different organizations, one you're going to learn about today, to help fight some of these things. And so this weekend, our kids are going to be playing baseball, knowing that they're healthy, knowing that they get a chance to do the things that they love. The advantage of playing in a tournament like this is it exposes our kids to some of the things that some of the less fortunate kids out there are dealing with. And so this weekend, we're going to take the field in an effort to raise a little bit of money to help find pediatric brain cancer. That being said, if you want to come see us, we'll be in Wake Forest on Saturday and Butner on Sunday, providing the rain holds up. So wanted to mention a couple of things there. One more thing. I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you one of my favorite things to do is watch my son play basketball, my older son, Cole. You've heard me lament the fact that raising him is tough. As a matter of fact, we had a blow up last night at our house about grades and responsibility. But the one thing I really enjoy is when he's out on the court. And tonight, 9:15, we'll be playing a little bit of basketball here at North Raleigh Christian Academy. And super excited. So keep Cole in your prayers, keep in your thoughts, and let's get after it tonight. So a couple of things. Let's talk about months of inventory. Raleigh, Wake Forest, Cary, Apex, our entire market, guys, stayed the same. We're 2.3 months of inventory in our entire market right now. Nothing's changed. It's a slowly evolving thing, but right now we're pretty standard. I'm interested to hear what our special guest has to say about the market in a few minutes. We've got a few observations ourselves just from the past 2 weeks of things might be changing again. Try not to look at the market ever in really small snapshots. We really try to look at it over a period of time to get a sense as to where the market really is. And I'm curious to know what he has to say about those things. So anyhow, without much further ado, super, super excited to introduce you today to a great friend of mine, a good friend to our company, and one of the best builders in the marketplace. Capital City Homes, if you've not heard of them before, they build throughout the entire Triangle area. They're three guys that not only build great homes that care about their clients, but they care about the community. We'll get into that in a few minutes. But today I get a chance to introduce you to my good friend, Trey McDonald. Coach?
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So you're welcome, but I'm glad you're here. We're going to we're going to do a couple of things. So we have not prepared Trey for this. So there's a couple of things in here. You know, he can expect that we're going to ask him several questions about the market, things of that nature, about building homes, right? But we've also got a few questions in here to maybe have you learn a little bit more about Trey. You know, if there are people that can do business with people they know, like, love, and trust. And one of the ways you get to know somebody is internet dating, right? This is what we consider internet dating these days, is you're getting a chance to get to know us a little bit. So, Coach, we're going to start today. I want to do something in the beginning and something at the end, kind of rapid fire. One answer, one word, kind of quick answers, okay? I don't want you to give a lot of thought to these. Okay. In the beginning, we're going to start with something called either or which one. Which is your favorite? Just real quick. You ready?
Yep.
All right, guys, here we go. First one, Roy or Dean?
Dean.
Dean. Waffles or pancakes?
Waffles.
Beer or liquor?
Beer.
Beer. Football or basketball?
Depends on the season.
Okay.
Basketball.
So for those of you that don't know, Coach is a Hall of Fame basketball player at Wheeling Jesuit University up in West Virginia. So that's an interesting answer to that question. Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Dogs. Slabs or crawls? Meaning slab foundations or crawl spaces?
Slabs.
Okay. Fishing or hunting?
Fishing.
And finally, Carolina or state? I think you have an answer there. I'm surprised you didn't wear a red shirt today, to be honest with you.
I was going to, but then I thought I should wear the Capital City shirt.
I like it. All right, well, let's make this a little more serious. We've got a lot of questions. And thank you to those of you that sent in questions this week. Thank you so much. We were able to accumulate and put together, curate many questions for Coach. We're going to try to keep them right on target with the kind of things that you were asking about. Well, let me give you a second. You want to talk about Capital City Homes and just how many homes you build, where do you build, that kind of thing?
Yeah, Capital City Homes, we started in 2010. It was formed by myself and two business partners, Jason Morrow and Glenn Hartman. 2010, we started and we built 6 houses in 2010. We closed 5.
You built 6 your first year?
6 our first year,
Okay.
2010. Jason and I built the houses, costed the houses. You know, if there was a lien waiver that needed to be done, we were chasing it. Yeah, we did, you know, from A to Z, we did it.
Okay.
Slowly, as we continued to grow, you know, we went from 5 closings in 10 to, I forget the exact numbers, I should have looked it up, 27 closings in 11,
Okay.
39 closings in 12. So then we started to hire staff. Last year, we did 123 closings.
123, that's great.
We're on pace this year for, you know, if things keep going as they're going, yeah, we should be in the 150 range.
That's great, Coach. That's fantastic. What got you into the building industry?
So in 95, as Coach Kama explained earlier, I went to Wheeling Jesuit University. I played basketball. I broke my ankle my junior year. I ended up getting redshirted. So my 5th year was my 4th year playing, and then I stayed in my 6th year and got my master's degree.
Okay.
And, you know, so as I was finishing up, a guy that I played with got a job with a builder in Northern Virginia. Told me about the job. Hey, it's a great job. And, you know, it's different every day. You're outside, hands-on. You know, you really should come check this out. So I went down to check it out. So the
NBA was out at this point?
The NBA was out. I think it was the fact that I wasn't real fast. I couldn't jump real high. You know, that was probably holding me back.
I understand.
Played hard, could score. My coach said I never saw a shot that I didn't like. But
I understand that as well.
Yeah, so went down to Northern Virginia, interviewed. I was interviewing some places up closer to home, Pittsburgh, Columbus, Ohio. Really liked people I interviewed with, really liked what the job entailed.
Yeah.
And in 95, graduated. 2 weeks later, moved down to Northern Virginia. Knew the one guy that I knew from college.
Yeah.
The rest is history.
Nice. Do you carry a hammer with you?
No, I do have one in my truck.
You've got one in your truck. Is it still brand new?
It's probably, some of you know that probably are watching, but about a year ago, I built my own house.
Yep.
It pounded in a couple days.
Okay.
But believe me, you don't want me. Don't call. If you need something done at your house, don't call me. Call me if you need me to get someone for you, but I'm not the guy to rely on.
Perfect. So talk to me about the best part about the business to you. What's the best part about being a home builder?
I think the best part is every day, still to this day what excited me in 95, that every day is something different.
Okay.
You know, I could go in the office, you know, next week, you know, on Monday, there's going to be 3 new things that I haven't done.
Okay.
And, you know, this is 20-something years into the business.
Yep.
You know, there's always something new. there's always something exciting. I'd never go into work and feel like, oh, man, I don't want to go here. I always go and I'm like, what is going to be? What's today going to bring? And that to me is so exciting.
Agreed. And dealing with people makes it that way, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Talk to me about where you build right now.
So we are all over. If you think about the triangle, as a circle around 540, we have communities.
Did you just say if you think about the triangle as a circle?
I did say that. Because you should. They call it the triangle, but it's, I said 540.
Yeah.
So, we're in Holly Springs.
Okay.
Yeah, the one, if we're basically building all over. We just started building down the coast of New Bern. If anyone's looking for an opportunity in New Bern, we have 2 houses that just finished, 4 that are being built.
Okay.
Some great deals down there. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. If you haven't been, go check it out. But here closer to home, we're basically, we have several communities up on this end, north end of town, Wake Forest area, Holly Springs, Willow Springs. We're in Johnston County.
Yep. You're in the Mebane area as well, right?
We are in Mebane. Mebane, we have one community in Mebane, the Meadows, that single families are active now. Townhomes are coming on board soon. They're developing that section now, so we're excited about that.
Talk about your price point range. Like, where are you building, Coach?
So we are low 200s, right at 200 to up to our highest, with 850, which is in the Hamptons, at off of 64.
So everything from starter homes to custom homes.
Correct.
Okay, good. All right, so there were several questions that came in that I think are really critical for the general public to know a little bit more about. There's a lot of misinformation or myth information about building homes in today's world. The one thing that we hear over and over and over again is, why don't they build more affordable homes? Builders are greedy. Real estate agents are greedy. Everybody wants to build $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 homes, and there's a reason for that. It's not that they don't listen. If we could build $200,000 homes, Coach, would you agree we could sell them all day long? You'd sell a ton more homes, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
And quite frankly, there's a couple of factors. There's a couple of things weighing on that. And I thought it'd be great for you as the general public to kind of understand a little bit better about some of those pulls, some of those gravitational forces on the pricing that is not allowing for a lot of new construction to be in that price range. So, especially in hotter markets, Cary, Holly Springs, Wake Forest, right, where everybody wants to be. So, Coach, the question specifically about affordable housing is this, and that is, why is new construction not in the affordable housing price range in some of these hotter markets?
Yeah, a lot of things play into that, but the first and foremost, it's the land prices. If land prices continue to escalate faster than sales prices are able to.
Okay.
Lots that, I'll give you an example of Wake Forest.
Okay.
A lot in 2010 that we're buying in Heritage for $50,000.
Can you guys hear him, by the way? You speak maybe just a little bit louder.
Yeah. 2010, if we were buying a lot in Heritage for $50,000, that same lot in a different spot in Heritage, now it's $80,000, $90,000, $80,000 to $100,000.
Wow.
So
that 80% increase in lot price alone.
Yeah, okay. in that time. Now, you know the market.
Yep.
Sales prices of houses didn't increase by that amount.
No.
So that number one's a big driver on the ultimate price of the house. Secondly is permit, development fee, tap fees, that plays a big part that a lot of people don't.
Now, these are the fees from the municipalities, like from Wake Forest or Raleigh or whatever. Yeah. As those fees go up, those get passed on to the consumer.
Absolutely.
So land prices are considerably higher. Fees continue to increase or be added on.
Right.
Okay. What about cost of goods?
It's unbelievable what lumber did as far as pricing.
Okay.
Things that we used to buy, a sheet of OSB that we used to pay $6 a board for, 4x8 sheet. At the peak of the market, we were paying $22 a sheet.
Okay.
You know how much OSB's on a house. Think about how much is on the subfloor, wrapping the house, the roof. That's a huge difference just in the lumber package.
Do you guys understand what OSB is? You want to tell them?
Yeah, OSB is if you ever go to a house and you see it in framing, OSB is on the subfloor, what's underneath your flooring in the house, and it wraps your outside and also the roof.
Yeah, it's like the plywood, for lack of a better term, around the house, right? Okay.
So that was a big driver, and then again, as suppliers see that the market's improving.
Yep.
They're constantly trying to increase their pricing to us.
Yep.
And, it's interesting, the dynamic of the market. 2010, we told trades, this is when we pay, this is how we pay, this is what we pay.
Okay. Trades being plumbers,
Correct.
framers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Electricians, HVAC.
Okay.
10, 11, 12, 13, we were in control. 14, 15, 14 on, they've been in control.
So when the market really heated up.
Yeah. Hey, do you want us to frame that house? You're going to pay X.
Okay.
So, you got land going up, you got administration fees going up, you got lumber astronomically went up.
Okay.
And then, the pricing pressures from the trades and the suppliers. So
Got it.
ultimately, all of that is what goes into.
And then that's a full circle, because then the landowners say, well, Joe sold his land for $50,000 an acre.
Yeah.
I'm going to get $60,000 an acre, and then the circle starts again.
Yep.
And it starts again, over and over. So I hope that helps you understand. It's very difficult. If you own a piece of land in Wake Forest, for example, you want to sell for as much as you possibly can, right? I get that. But when you sell for as much as you possibly can, the builders are then challenged to deliver product in a price range to give you affordable housing. And so that's really an important thing for people to understand in the market. I am excited to tell you that I'm in a partnership right now with Capital City Homes, and we are working on bringing some affordable townhomes to Wake Forest, meaning it below $250,000 potentially. We're working through the numbers now, so stay tuned. There are still a few opportunities out there for us to do these things, and so stay tuned for that. All right. So this is another one. This actually came from a real estate agent, and also I got the exact same question from a friend last night. Why do builders tend not to negotiate the sales price on a home when when somebody comes in and a home's listed at $400,000 and they say we'll give you $390 for it? How do you counter that, and why do you typically not negotiate that? And I know that we're not painting with a broad brush here, just in general.
Great question, whoever asked that. If you think about it, wherever you live, say if you live in a 50-lot neighborhood, and we're building lot 10, the house number 10 right now, and you come in with an offer $10,000 low.
Okay.
It's really not just an offer on that house.
Okay.
We're really repricing the whole neighborhood, because if we accept that offer,
right,
that's what the comps are going to be based off of. So if we have 39 other houses, we're lowering that. We're repricing the whole neighborhood.
So somebody like me, as an agent, is going to come in to go buy lot 11. I'm going to see what you sold lot 10 for, and say, well, listen, they're asking $400, but I know they'll do $390.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it's not a $10,000 price reduction. Now it's 20 times over and over how many houses.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it. So how do you counter that?
From a builder's perspective, at least from Capital City Homes' perspective, I would rather give you a fridge, washer, and dryer.
Okay.
Blinds. Something. What's important? Every situation is different. It depends on what's important to you. So you might want a fence.
Right.
Ozzy needs a fence to run around.
Yes, he does.
Hey, let's pay $400, but I'll get you a fence.
Okay.
Let's pay $400, but I'll get you a fridge washer.
So it's something you won't negotiate. You'll potentially negotiate. It just depends on what it is. Typically not priced for that reason.
Correct.
Got it. Okay. I hope those two questions, those were the two big ones I really wanted to get out to everybody today, because I think so many people just think of builders, real estate agents, developers as greedy, and there's just so many pressures on people. Not that there aren't greedy developers and builders and real estate agents out there. There certainly are on occasion. But I think for the most part, the guys that are really doing any kind of volume will tell you they're doing what they can to keep prices in an affordable index or an affordable rate so that they can sell more houses. All right. So a couple of random questions. What's the craziest request you ever have seen from a buyer to be put into a house?
I'm actually building a house right now that has a yoga room.
A yoga room. Okay.
I've never had a yoga room before.
Okay.
It was a custom plan that we designed through our plan designer.
Okay.
And it's a 12 by 12 room that she's going to do yoga.
Totally just for yoga.
Yeah.
We call that bedroom 4, right?